And a new report from the Federal Reserve Bank of New York shows young Americans are having a tougher time repaying college loans. 35% of people under 30 years old were at least 90 days late on their student loan payments at the end of last year. That's up from 26% back in 2008. Student loan debt also jumped by 11% in 2012, even as other types of borrowing fell.
Now here's another number to think about. We as a nation now have more than $1 trillion in college loan debt. $1 trillion. That's more than all the credit card debt in this country combined.
Hi, I'm Ryan Jackson. I just graduated from a school in Indiana. I once witnessed an argument where a student defended her gender studies degree as just as valid as an engineering degree. And while I can't say that it's not a valid degree, it's just not the same thing. Where does that misconception come from? Is there a pinpoint source, and what can we do about it to make sure that people aren't wasting thousands of dollars on something that they're not gonna use?
The boot camp has the feel of an idealized version of college, but with a price tag of only $12,000. The students are working around the clock, learning Ruby on Rails, a software framework used in many web applications. Many of them are college graduates like Jesse Young, whose parents spent $200,000 on a philosophy degree from Colby College in Maine.
Is that how it all started in college, as a hip-hop conference?
I mean, it actually started my freshman year. One of the things I often encourage people to do is to not just have a dream, but find people who share that dream. And so my freshman year, I met the former president of the Black Student Union, and one of the things he told me was that the only thing he wished he had done as BSU president was to create a world-class hip-hop conference. So 3 years later, when I became the president of the Black Student Union, I decided to do the one thing my mentor said he hadn't done.
Tuition and fees at the University of California system schools, like Berkeley, have jumped 73% in 5 years. At the California state system schools, such as San Diego State, it has jumped 84%. This has made for a furious student body. And last November, more than 100 students swarmed the California State University Chancellor's office and literally beat down the door as the board was debating tuition increases. 4 students were arrested, but the board approved the hikes anyway. As bad as it is, some students aren't sure internet courses are the solution.
Online doesn't work for me because of my learning style. I need to be here on campus, you know, with students, with the instructor.
We want to encourage young people to go to college because for me, part of why starting a hip-hop based organization made sense for me as an individual is hip-hop is the reason I went to college.
Why?
I'd actually been accepted to the University of Maryland after I graduated from Largo High School, right here in Prince George's County.
I mean, you want to get a hip-hop degree? Or
no. I got accepted to college, but I didn't want to go to college because I actually didn't really enjoy high school, so I thought that college was like high school except you live there.
Yeah, right.
But then I got invited to sit in on a class, African American Studies 202, Blacks in Popular Culture, where they were talking about a book called Black Noise by an author named Dr. Trisha Rose. And that was the first time in my entire life where I was sitting in a classroom and people were talking about things that actually mattered to me.